Hello and welcome to this demonstration of the brand new sign ordering system brought to you by Sign of Success, a division of Brick and Mortar Home Inspections. Now, to access the system, easiest way might to simply be go to the Brick and Mortar Home Inspections page if you're already a customer of theirs and look for the SOS link right here. Or you can alternatively simply go directly to the sign ordering portal. That's located at sos.signtracker.com. And note that there's no letter C in the word sign tracker. Now, to demonstrate the system, we're going to pretend to be a fictitious agent. Her name is Sarah Agent. So I'm going to go ahead and click the login button, enter my username and password. And upon login, we'll see a few things. We'll see some tips and tricks you'll see throughout the system, giving you some pro tips on how to make the most out of the system. We're going to see our welcome banner here with any messages that might be pertinent to things that are going on, holiday closures, things of that nature. And also this image here to help us, if you'd like to replay this tutorial, that's where you can access it. 3 main action buttons to order new sign installation, order sign removals, or some other related sign service such as moves or repairs, things like that. And also from time to time featured service announcements down here. There's one from Brick and Mortar offering a free pre-listing consultation with your sign service order. But to get into the basics of the system, let's go ahead and go and order a new sign installation. So we'll click on this button here. Now we're presented with the order page. It's pretty straightforward. First thing we would need to do is enter in the address of where we want our sign to be, our new listing. Now I'm entering an address here that I happen to know is a Home Depot, 2250 Southgate Road in Colorado Springs. And you notice that the system automatically pre-fills an address. It's sort of predictively looking at what might be around you and try to find that for you. That helps us validate the address. We can, of course, double check that if we like to. Click this map button, and this gives us a Google Maps view of the address in question, and we can see, of course, it's a Home Depot. There's a street view of it, so all well and good. We can also, if we want to get a more detailed view, click right into that street view, but we'll forego that for right now. We can also schedule the installation. Now, today being Saturday, the 1st, February, in real time, we can't order today. It's a little past the cutoff time. But you can see we can install any day of the week. And now in this case, we know that we're going to sign our listing contract maybe on Wednesday. So maybe the day after, we'll pick February 6th. We'll go ahead and do that. We can also optionally enter in a occupant name. So maybe we have a client, David Nervous. If we see this name here, that helps us out. So if we happen to be at the property and we see the gentleman look out the door, hello, Mr. Nervous. This is, Doug from SOS. We're here to put the sign in that Sarah, agent, ordered on your behalf. We'll be here just a few minutes and we'll be out of here. Helps us develop a rapport with the client and enhance that potential for positive referral relationship that you're looking for. So we'll go ahead and put the name in there. Our post type defaults to the wood grain vinyl, very nice. We can order any notes that are pertinent to this. We don't have anything particularly. We can advise SOS if there's anything particular about this listing that we need to have them know about. So for example, maybe it's a gated access community, so we'll click that. We'll see here where we get a message, hey, by the way, please indicate what the access code is. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Let's go ahead and enter in our access code. Maybe that's simply 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go ahead and do that. And maybe we'll avail ourselves of that pre-listing inspection. If we want to remind ourselves of what it is, we can click this little information button. See it there? That's great. So we'll go ahead and choose that. So we can go ahead and add a main panel by selecting the main panel button. And now what we're presented with are all of the panels that SOS is maintaining for us in our inventory. So these are things belonging to Sarah Agent, her office panels, some things from other persons. It defaults to show you everything that's available. But if you'd like to simplify it, you can say simply show only mine. So in this case, maybe Sarah's going to go ahead and choose her, main name panel. That's fine. Incidentally, I don't know if you noticed, let me just delete this momentarily, add this panel again. But you can also see that there's a couple of other special case panels here. So let's say you'd really like us to simply install the post and you're going to hang your own special panel. Choose this one. That lets our installer know that that's all they're going to do. All we need to do rather is put that post up and you're going to go ahead and hang the panel. Or maybe if you're going to leave a panel for us at the listing, you choose this option. That lets the installer know, go out there, put the post up, and then look for the panel. Maybe put a note here of where it's going to be. But in this case, in this example, we're going to go ahead and use our main panel. Now we can continue to build our marketing image here. We're going to go ahead and add a top panel. And of course, we might want to add a for sale. And you can see here also that SignTraker is letting you know who else might have this available. So if we run out, we might be able to call up Carrie and say, Carrie, can I borrow your for sale rider? She'll probably say yes, because she can see in her view that you've borrowed it. So nothing gets lost. Everything is completely tracked. But since we have plenty, I'm going to go ahead and choose that. And maybe I'm going to add down here, contact Joe Agent in this case, maybe because Joe is working for me on this listing. Maybe that's what we want to do. Once we get our design put together, if we'd like to make this a favorite, we can go ahead and save it down here. Or we can simply go ahead and confirm the order. We'll get an order confirmation number. It'll be 1491 in this case, and also some messages from our sponsors. We're all done. Now, other things we can do here, if we'd like to, we can order a sign removal. That's very easy to do. We can click on this. What SignTraker will do is present to us all of the installations that are currently in the ground, eligible for removal. We can simply select one, add a date that we'd like to have it removed, and add a specific notes to that. We'll go ahead and cancel that. We can also order other services right here. So let's say we need to have a post repaired or something of this nature. So we can, again, click the current install that we have. We only have one. We can choose that address, indicate what we need to have done, confirm the order, move on. Or we can also potentially have them come by our office or some other location, so we can enter the address, service we want, pick up something, confirm that. Very easy to do. Other things that can be done in the SignTraker portal here. We'll take a look at this. Now, it happens that Sarah Agent in this case is noted here as both being a manager and an agent. A manager is a person within the SignTraker system that has the ability to order signs, removals, and other services on behalf of other agents on her team. So how do we identify those persons? We can simply go over here and look at the staff users link right here. These are the persons that Sarah is, in a sense, overseeing. So this would be Joe, Susan, Carrie, Becky. Let's say Joe might be her husband and Joe's retiring and she wanted to take him out of the system. She could simply do that, deactivate his account. Doesn't have to contact SOS for that. She can also, let's say she needs to order something for Joe. She can use the impersonation function. She clicks impersonate. She can choose the person that she needs to be, in this case, Joe, impersonate Joe. And now she's actually in Joe's account and it can order things on Joe's behalf. Joe will get all the notifications, in addition to Sarah, of course. It helps sort all the panels out, all the details related to each individual's work rather nicely. So I've just stopped impersonating. I think I've got this. I can dismiss this. So that's our staff users. We can also look at our current installations. SignTraker by default will filter automatically based on who we are. So we're Sarah, so it's just filtered on Sarah. We can click this little filter button and say, really what I want to do, since I'm the manager, I want to see what everybody is doing. Take a look at installation photos, for example, who installed it, when they did it, etc. We can also map all of these. This is very convenient sometimes too. That helps us get a good idea where we're most active, or maybe additional details on some of these jobs. We can also hyperlink right to the details of the installation. We can also take a look at all the service orders that are going on, what we've ordered in the past. We can also look at our invoice history. And this view, again, defaults to who we are, Sarah Agent, and also defaults to the activity in the last 6 months. So if we really want to see, for example, let's say it's year end and we're getting ready to do our taxes, we can go ahead and put in the date range we're interested in, which would be all of last year, 2019. And it defaults to, again, to Sarah Agent, but we can say we really want to see everybody, so we can do that. If we wanted to, we can drill into any one of these services and look at the detail. We can also export this as an Excel spreadsheet, which is very handy because now you can just hand it off to your tax accountant. Very convenient. Lastly, and probably most importantly, we can keep an eye on our entire office's inventory list, or in this case, Sarah's entire team. So this gives us a rundown of everything that SOS is managing for us, the part number that it has, particular details on the size of the panels, content, things of this nature, and also where everything is being used and who owns it. So for example, we can look at this for sale rider. We can see that both Carrie and Sarah own this. If we wanted to look at exactly what was going on, so Sarah's got 2 of these available, Carrie's got all 5 of hers, but we can go ahead and click on View All Items. This tells us where everything is at. These serial numbers are in the SOS inventory. This particular one, 335, is actually in use. And where is it? It's on order 1491. I can quickly take a look at that, refresh myself on that, and there it is. That's our restricted gate access, our access code 1234. And by the way, that was the order we just placed, 21 due on 2/6. And incidentally, all the detail items related to your purchase is right here as well. So a lot of information available to at your fingertips. If you have any questions on how to use the system, of course, you can always contact our office at 719-648-2835. And thank you again for using Sign of Success by Brick and Mortar Home Inspections.